welcome back. Heaton Kogan, the Man Cave Classroom in A10, analyzing another advertisement. I know you said this one was boring. I couldn't agree, but we found something that was common in a couple of these.
Yep.
That's always going to be going on in the background in American history, unfortunately. So I guess we'll connect all three, but we'll start off with this one, which I think can be interesting. So you found the date. And
yeah, July 1, 1904, all the way up here.
And even with my editing skills, there's going to be no way
No.
I'm going to be able to zoom in on that one.
Not a clue.
So 1904, and we have a train in the background. We have a woman in the foreground.
We have a African-American gentleman dressed all in black carrying her luggage.
In the back.
She's obviously a wealthy woman based on the way she's dressed. And this is saying, hey, let's go to Buffalo. Like, because Buffalo, New York just screams tourism.
Oh boy. All right, we'll turn off the comments for this one. All right, the Lackawanna Railroad, New York to Chicago and St. Louis. We have some rates. St. Louis in return, $21.25. Niagara Falls, $8. The road of anthracite. So I'm thinking like coal here, because you're thinking of anthracite coal. And this is, when you're looking at what kind of document this is, hopefully by now when you're getting to the numbers, you're like, okay, well this is an advertisement.
Yep. And it's appealing to wealth. This line here says people who like clean things and clean ways appreciate cleanliness when traveling. Getting into Pullman cars here, we see the word Pullman car.
Oh, there we go.
George Pullman, founder of the Pullman Palace Company.
Well, now it's clear.
The Pullman sleeper car made travel much more comfortable. This was your first class travel of the day. This was buying a ticket on an airline, being catered to. You get on the plane, they give you ever fly first class, Mr. Jake?
Yes, I have.
They get like the hot towel.
Oh yeah, it was
up.
by accident, and it was because the airline company was catering to the needs of my wife. The woman who's appearing in the foreground here. When you're looking at target audiences here, here you're catering to your wealthy woman.
Yep.
Who probably wants to travel in the best of conditions as well, but I'm surprised they didn't make this bigger, and I'm taking attention off the fact that I need my eyes to see it. But you have the anthracite, so they're talking about clean and everything. And people who like clean things, and they also mention anthracite coal, usually mined for in Pennsylvania. This is like your cleaner coal, I guess.
Yeah, at the time. It was definitely burning cleaner than what was it called, like the coke?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it was like
I read
dark
a book on
burning,
anthracite coal, and that was about it.
Darker burning, softer coal. The softer the coal, the smokier it burns, I believe. But yeah, this was, $21 to go to St. Louis round trip, $8 to go to Niagara Falls round trip. In 1904 value, I guess you're talking that's several $100s.
Sure.
Similar to a round trip plane ticket today. But this was the best way to travel.
And this is your common way to travel. Yep. And again, first class, you're probably talking like a bar car, a restaurant. I'm sorry, not restaurant, but a place
sleeper
to eat.
Car,
yeah, definitely a sleeper
definitely
car.
A restaurant car.
Did they mention the time? How long it took from that time? I thought they did. No, they didn't. But this is also kind of you're talking Northeast now, and this isn't even by design when we're looking at our advertisements. This is like more Northeast because we're talking about industrial revolution. We're also seeing New York, Buffalo, but now we get here, and this is more towards, I almost want to say further from the coast, right?
A little bit more Midwest.
Yep.
Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Chicago, Cincinnati, Dayton, Toledo, Detroit. We've got Ohio, Michigan, Ohio, Indianapolis, Illinois. These gentlemen are heading out west. We have another African American here. Appears to be serving them cigars.
Yeah.
Some sort of whiskey.
Oh yeah.
This guy's got a gun, a wing shot gun.
Sure.
These guys are probably on their way out buffalo hunting.
I know we did look
to the Great Plains.
Yeah, we have seen other documents where you had them pretty much shooting the buffalo from the train. So we know that actually took place.
What is it saying down here?
Interior dining cars, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Great place.
And like you kind of point out that in these two images, we do have an African American man serving.
And we have him here too.
Yeah, carrying luggage, serving here. These were the Pullman porters. and we were just doing some research that they were
We're
credited.
trying to find a better advertisement than this one.
Yeah,
And, you know.
and they come up again and again and again, and many of them were former slaves.
Yep.
Who had escaped the South after slavery, because if you stayed in the South after slavery, chances were you were becoming a sharecropper,
Right.
locked into that cycle of poverty.
And this was a way into the middle class.
Yeah.
As this document was indicating from the Library of Congress.
Yeah, many of the Pullman porters, paved the way for the African American middle class, particularly in the North. Those that escaped might have went west, became cowboys.
Yep.
Or became homesteaders.
Yep.
Those exodusters, as they were referred
Sure.
to as. But yeah, at first thought, I'm like, wow, this is kind of like a negative depiction of African Americans, because they're still serving the white American. But
Right.
it actually, the Pullman porters are actually a huge step forward in the advancement of African Americans in this nation, particularly for economic mobility. Look at those words.
Right, wow.
Economic mobility.
I mean, the shame of it all is that when you do see them in these pictures, again, of course, historically speaking, this is a step up from the fields, but this is supposed to be progress, and we know that, today, are there more? Is the sky the limit for everybody in certain instances? Yes, no, but this is one of these things that comes up.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else we needed?
Nope.
All right, good. We're able to link these three documents together just by spotting them together. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you for watching.